What do you do when you have nothing else to do? Yes, you watch anime, and a lot of anime, because that's exactly what I did for a very long time. I caught up to almost every single anime airing this season so that I can rate them and say that your opinion is trash or help you find something new to watch. I have skipped a couple of animes here and there, or just because I'm lazy to go back to, I just did not watch it at all, like some of the prior seasons, or are stuff that I just forgot exists. But most of the stuff that you actually care about should be here, so yeah, you probably should be fine with this tier list. So hold your waifu pillows close, because I'm about to call a show you probably like mid. So let's begin. So we have around 21 animes to give my professional opinion on. So let's start off with Adventures of Naofumi-sama, or also called Rising of the Shield Hero. I actually hadn't caught up with this anime before and decided to do so to get ready for this video, and I actually liked it. Rising of the Shield Hero is an isekai about a guy who gets summoned into the world as the wielder of a shield, which is considered to be a very underpowered weapon in their world. The protagonist Naofumi, who wields the shield, is betrayed in the beginning, which makes him question the trust of everyone in the world. The first season sets off a really strong opening for the anime, which is a really good start. He then meets other characters like Raftalia and Philo, who actually helps him realize that there are actually people who will actually help him to get through tough times. But actually after season 2, every episode is just losing interest. After season 1's end, the show just feels very hollow, like it doesn't have much of a story to tell anymore. Even though show still has some episodes left to be aired, like the stuff like a random big ass tortoise, like the execution itself of whatever they're doing right now isn't just as good as before. I mean, it's not absolutely terrible, but I feel Rising of the Shield Hero could be way better. I mean, if the anime can turn itself into a better show with these upcoming episodes, I think that would be absolutely great, but as of right now, it's a C tier. This next one should not be a surprise to anyone who has seen the last 2 seasons of Kaguya-sama, or to people who are currently watching, because Kaguya-sama Season 3 is really good. It's a simple rom-com comedy and a romance anime which is done extremely right, with an amazing set of characters who are probably the most relatable people you'll ever find in anime. And you got people like Kaguya, who's from a noble family and has to keep that image in public. Then there's Miyuki, who's the president of the school and has to put on a very gentleman and nice guy face on the front. And both of them are in love and doesn't want to confess to each other, and it's like the simple story with some comedy, and it's just a really nice show that I think everyone should give a try. And you also got other like very famous characters, probably like Chika Fujiwara. You probably have seen the Chika dance on the internet, and I mean it's super popular. And there are other cool characters like Ishigami Yu, and it's an incredible show which I think everyone should watch. And the season 3 is easily an S tier. I mean, it's the classic Kaguya-sama formula, and I think it could be even better than the last 2 seasons. Easily one of the best shows, S tier. Oh, this next one is going to actually put me on a death sentence on the Weebs list, because this is going to be a very hot take. So Shikimori is not just a cutie, because this show is just made for thirst boys and the waifu enthusiasts. If you really thought Dress Up Darling was just an anime worth watching just because of the waifu, then you're purely wrong. I mean, with great waifu comes great responsibilities, but Shikimori is not just a cutie, it's a title which completely is wrong, because the anime's only promising aspect is literally the waifu. I'm actually offended by the fact people compare this to Dress Up Darling, because both shows got a waifu. I mean, the only thing which happens in this anime is Shikimori saving this random ass dude from random events which almost gets him killed or something. It's a really weird show with the premise is just super uninteresting, and the events that happen aren't even that fun or interesting. I mean, if they could actually make that a little bit more fun, it would have been better. But yeah, I really hope this show could be better in the upcoming episodes. But as of right now, the only thing I can see is just overhype on everything. And no, it's not even a close competition to Marin or the Dress Up Darling. As of right now, I'm sorry, my fellow weeb loving, waifu loving, waifu enthusiast people, but D tier. I'm pretty sure everyone, if you know by the time right now, that releasing an isekai in every single season is just like a lot at this point, and this season is no different because we got certain spin-offs of the isekai genre, and this one is a pretty interesting one, which was pretty trash though. So let's talk about that. And it's called The Executioner and Her Way of Life. And in the Japanese title, it's called Virgin Road. I don't know why, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. So let's talk about it. I mean, if you were to die and then wake up somewhere, and the next thing you see is this waifu, then just run, because no, she's not your waifu who will actually help you through the journey to beat the final boss, because she will just end your journey when you're just a level 1 crook. This anime is an anime where the people who got isekai'd is being killed by this waifu because she's in a local church service, and when she finds someone who gets isekai'd, she'll just kill him. But once she just finds this random girl who also got isekai'd but is unkillable because she can turn back time anytime she wants to, so even if she dies she can just turn back time. And yeah, that's like the premise of this anime, and she tries to kill her through different means, and in the end they become very good friends. And already, like, from the beginning itself, this anime wasn't really like the most interesting stuff ever made, but like I do kind of like where they're going with it, with the premise by like isekai-jins being killed, but I think they could have actually executed it a little bit better. And overall, I did have some fun with this anime, but it's still a D tier. The next one is an interesting one because it's one of the better shows which actually aired this season, and it's called Summertime Render. Summertime Render is probably one of the better shows we have got this season because it's a murder mystery in a remote island where a girl is dead, and after saving another girl from drowning, the protagonist, who is a childhood friend of this girl who died, reaches the island to pay respects, and he finds a lot of weird shit happening. He sees clones of him and other people who are close to the girl and the girl herself, and it gets like, if you're someone who likes stuff like Death Note, for example, I think it's really nice because like you get that mystery to it, and there are supernatural elements to it, and there are like some kind of time traveling stuff added into it. So if you're like a Steins Gate fan, I kind of can see someone digging onto it. I don't know how better this will get, but the first couple of episodes I really liked it, and I can only see this anime becoming very, very strong. And yeah, one of the better shows airing this season. I don't have really much to say about it other than that. A tier. The greatest demon lord is born as a nobody. So if not isekai, you get other random fantasy bullshit splurted all over the season, and this one is no different. And that is, the greatest demon lord is born as a nobody, is exactly like the title, and it's about a super overpowered demon lord who felt bored and decided to use his Smurf account and restart his life with all his powers, but by being born to a normal parents in a normal household. As far as this premise goes, it doesn't really have any premise. I mean, he just feels bored and he just gets reborn with some cute waifus, and if you're someone who just likes the MC going berserk without any actual story with it, I think you will like it. And I mean, I actually kind of had some fun. I mean, it's kind of fun to watch the MC just absolutely destroy the enemies, and yeah, like, he's super overpowered from the start. Like, you don't have any kind of actual character development, to be honest. I mean, maybe there is, but as of the the couple of episodes I've actually saw, it isn't anything special. I did have a little bit more fun watching this though than the other show, so I'm actually going to give it a little bit better rating, a C tier. Love After World Domination. This is an anime which really surprised me because I went in without any kind of expectations. First of all, this poster looks super goofy, so I thought it's going to be another one of those shitty animes where, I didn't really think much about it. But to be honest, I really actually thought it's going to suck a really hard time, but I was off the charts because this one's actually a hidden slapper. If you think Shikimori is the best romance airing this season, then you will have to cry to Elon Musk, because I don't support free speech, and secondly because this is the best one. If you don't factor Kaguyasama and Spy Family, of course. Love After World Domination took Power Rangers and added romance into it, and it just works for some reason, and it works really well. The Power Rangers parody added into it by like using ice cream flavors. It's really cute and tickles some of my nostalgia nerves. I mean, you get that really cute waifu and a buff Nishikata from Takagi-san, yeah, that's the MC, to go along with it, and it makes a really nice package. So overall, a really good show, which is really underrated and deserves more recognition. So I think it sits in a very comfortable B tier. Oh, this next one is something which actually hurt my brain watching, and I have no idea how I actually watched 3 episodes of the show. And it's called Don't Hurt Me, My Healer. First of all, let me take it straight into E tier. I still don't really know how I got through the first episode of this anime without killing myself. Don't Hurt Me, My Healer is supposed to be a comedy anime, which has no good comedy apart from brain damage. The first episode was like more painful to watch than watching Berserk 2016, but really the show is so annoying. You have to be you have a fucking bear who can't stop saying bear in the end of every single sentence he makes, and it's just absolutely rage filling. The healer, who's supposed to be funny, just comes off as annoying, and overall a terrible show. I don't really recommend you guys watching unless you really want to enjoy a bad show. I mean, it's not one of those shows which is so bad that you can enjoy it. No, it's not. It's just annoying. I mean, you can try it if you want, but this is just how I felt it, straight up. Skeletonite in Another World. I mean, as usual, it's a lot to release a bunch of isekai anime every season, and this one is no different. Skeletonite in Another World is just another isekai. A guy gets reincarnated into this RPG game where his in-game character is already super overpowered and sticks out everyone's attention. It doesn't do anything fancy, but you can watch it without really feeling that bored. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I mean, it's probably something like a Overlord clone. I mean, it's just another isekai, nothing really special. C tier. But not every hope is lost, because we got something better. It's called Daimon. Daimon is another good show on the list because it's not the same story I've seen every single time. Daimon is the show of a story of a young girl who's abandoned by her father near a sweet selling shop, and is requested the owner of the shop to take her in, and she grows up in the store along with the owners like a daughter to them and helps them inside the shop. And the girl is constantly searching for her real father while doing work and school and just shuffling with her current life. And it's because of the trauma she's left behind, because she just still loves her father inside, even though he's the one who actually abandoned her. It's a good show which shows that every child needs a parent, but not every parent needs a child. I think this show is one of those shows which can only get better by each episode, and it also addresses certain social issues in the society. And I would have actually given this an A tier, but the A tier has slightly better animes, so let's go to the B tier. The next one is actually something that I enjoyed a bit more than I should have, and actually Healer Girl. If you like cute girls singing anime songs, then you will like it, because this anime is cute girls singing anime songs. In the world of Healer Girl, songs can heal people. I mean, like literally, and not the bullshit they say about how music can heal your EDs. It's really wholesome and cute, and it's got a great soundtrack. The girls in the anime look all like some kind of fruits, like strawberries and bananas and dragon fruit, and they're like really nice to look at. But it doesn't do anything specifically groundbreaking. But if you're someone who wants to watch a cute little anime about girls singing and cute girls just doing random stuff, and like learning about music and healing, and yeah, it's actually a really cute anime. But obviously not the greatest thing ever made, so C tier. This one is actually a bit more surprising to me, because I've actually never seen a sports anime before, and this is the first time I'm actually watching one, and it was a welcome surprise because I really liked it, and it's called Awashi. Awashi is a soccer or a football anime about a guy from a lower middle class family who wants to make it big in the international soccer scene. It's really an anime with all those cool last minute moments, which I really personally enjoy, and these characters are really great, I think, and overall I think it's a good anime with those crazy moments and all those kind of, you know, like hair standing kind of ones, and it's really cool to watch. If you're someone who's into sports anime, I think Awashi is something everyone can enjoy. B tier. The next one is Aharensan. Aharensan is like a Diet Coke version of komisan in every way. It's a cute rom-com about a guy called Raito who wants to have a new experience in high school and meets this girl sitting near to him called Aharen. Aharen is a cute tiny girl with a little voice, so Raito tries to communicate with her in different ways. It's actually a really fun and nice to watch, and just to watch their interaction on screen is pretty cute. Aharen is like a cat. The comedy is also really cute and wholesome. I really like this anime, and I just really can't wait to see more episodes of it being aired. Each episode is just cute, wholesome stuff, which I obviously like. I crave for this stuff, okay? I am someone who absolutely loves slice of life comedy and stuff like these. Yeah, B tier. Trapped inside a dating sim. Yes, I mean, it's an isekai, so yeah, do I have to say anything more? But it's a little bit more interesting than the other isekais, because the world is primarily focused on females. So the male MC is really just having to make crucial choices which affect his life inside the game. It's mainly the MC changing the natural order of how the events are supposed to be happening in game and changing it around, and completely using his skills and resources he gathered when he was playing the game from outside before he got actually reincarnated into this game. And it's really fun to watch, I think. Yeah, it's not really a bad anime to have some fun with. But the biggest problem I have with this anime is how they name their characters, because who in the right mind would name a character Jilk? Yeah, they actually have a character named Jilk. C tier. The next one I'm pretty sure I don't really have to say anything more about. It's the Holy Grail at this point. Spy Family. It's a masterpiece, a one of a kind of an anime which shows, and it deserves every single hype it gets. Spy Family is an awesome anime about a family who hides their real identities to play a make-do family. Twilight or Lloyd Forger, who's the father, is automatically the best father ever in the whole anime industry probably, and he's secretly a spy. Everyone's favorite mommy, Yor, is secretly an assassin, and she can step on me anytime, no problem. And then there's Anya, who's the best daughter anyone can have, and now everyone needs a daughter. Anya is also secretly a mind reader, which means that she knows identity of both her parents, but she keeps it a secret because she fears that she will be abandoned. And if you're watching this show already, I cannot stress this enough, please watch it, because it's just really that good. It's really one of those best animes ever made, and I'm going to make another tier just called Anya for Spy Family, and it's called Anya tier. The next one is called Tomodachi Game, and if Among Us and Squid Game had a baby, then that's Tomodachi Game. You can see it from the very beginning that they're going for a Squid Game style way of showing games, but with just the trust factor from Among Us, and I think they did a really good job with it. It shows how friendships might have really fragile cracks here and there which could break down the entire thing, and they took a very popular concept and did some work onto it, and I think they did a decent job with it. I do think the pacing of the anime could have been a little bit better though, but I still really enjoyed it, and I think they did a really good job with it. B tier. In the heart of Konochi Tsubaki is another really weird concept, because I have no idea who got the concept of making school full of lollies who has never seen a man in their whole life, and telling them that men are a bad bunch of idiots, and whoever did this has no idea why they did this either. The story of Konochi Tsubaki revolves around this idea of saying men is just absolutely bad, even though none of them has seen a man in their whole life. But Tsubaki doesn't believe in all that because she really wants to see a man, and she really wants to know what men really are. It's a very weird concept, and I got no idea what they're planning to do with this exactly, but it's not really a bad watch. It's actually pretty fun to watch, but anyway, C tier. Oh, the next one is something which I have already made a video about, and it is Yaboi Kongming. The most interesting anime of the season. Yaboi Kongming is one of the best animes aired in the season easily. It shows the story of a Chinese strategist, Kongming, being reincarnated into modern-day Japan, and he meets a girl called Eiko who loves to sing, and they team up together in a deal to make Eiko into a very popular idol artist. It's one of those shows which I had the most fun watching recently, and the opening song of this anime is A Cherry on Top. I've given this an S tier, but the catalog is a bit tight on today's, so because of that reason I'm just giving an A tier, but yeah, I would have actually given it an S tier if not for this. This is one of my favorite shows airing this season, but the rankings cannot always be. The next one is I'm Quitting Heroin. I'm Quitting Heroin is also another fantasy anime where the MC is a super overpowered to the point that the village he was actually protecting exiled him after seeing how powerful he was, because they were really scared that this guy will get super powerful to the point that he'll destroy them too. So he decided to join the side of the demons because none of them accepted him as an hero anymore. And the MC slowly tries to get to know the people inside the demons and get to know the ranks and try to help them with their cause. It's a decent anime, nothing really special. Some of the characters are really annoying, but yeah, I guess it's like a C tier worthy. If you have been seeing the season 1 of Komisan, season 2 of Komisan is also really that good. It's a story about a very beautiful girl who's just very shy to speak to anyone, and a guy called Tadano who helps Komi overcome the communication problems by helping her build friendships. Komi has a dream of having around 100 friends, and season 2 kicks off right where season 1 ends, with the exact same goal of Komi needing 100 friends, and she is slowly growing to that goal. I mean, it's a really great show with great comedy and characters, and it's very wholesome. And if you haven't watched already, I think it's really worth checking out. And easily an S tier. This video actually went super long than I expected, and because of that I don't know what to talk about anymore, so I'm just going to be ending it here. Thanks for watching. This video probably is going to take a really long time to edit, so if you did like this video, please drop a like down below, and if you liked my channel, if you like the content on my channel, only if you like the content on my channel, consider subscribing. And that's about it. See ya.